Hello and welcome to My Aesthetic is Witchy. My name is Celestino and this video here will be focusing on the element of water, a very healing, very beautiful element. So it will be kind of a guided meditation or more of a visualization, depending on how you want to think of it. And I hope that by going through the process that I will be talking you through, you will find yourself very connected to this most beautiful, wonderful element. Perhaps maybe I've been inspired by the monsoon rains recently, or maybe it's just as we're coming out of Cancer season that I feel the need to make such a video. And if you like this video, please do give it a like and leave a comment letting me know your thoughts, how it may have affected you, and please do subscribe for more videos just like this and other types of videos too. Thank you very much. Okay, so as we go through the video, you can close your eyes if that helps, or just focus on the images that I will be showing. Either way, they should help you to connect to this element. So let's begin by finding a comfortable position and just listening to my voice. And let us begin by imagining ourselves as flowing water. Perhaps a fountain, or maybe a mountain stream. Listen to the sound of the water flowing, dancing, rushing, a beautiful and relaxing sound. Whilst it may not appear to be so, this kind of flowing water is very good at sustaining life. The constant motion aerates the water, providing oxygen for the creatures that live inside. Even for the animals living outside, the movement keeps the water clean and makes it safe to drink. The ancient Romans built many fountains across the empire, carrying fresh, clean mountain water across the aqueducts. An impressive feat of engineering that was later continued centuries later during the Renaissance. Imagine yourself as a river flowing down the slope, down the mountain, past trees, bushes, rocks, animals. Maybe a deer is coming to feed, to drink from the water. At one point we come across a lake, a small but nonetheless beautiful mountain lake, clean, clear, ice cold. The crystalline water showing the depths, the rocks, the stones, and the very bottom of the lake. The surface of the water reflects the mountains that surround you, which themselves reflect the light of the sun, being bright during the day, turning warm with oranges and reds during the sunset, before fading to a muted grey-blue for twilight, which eventually turns black. What better way to feel your magic and your connection to the universe than by meditating in front of such a mountain lake, surrounded by the sounds of the mountains, the winds, the animals, the crickets in the grass beneath. Let's go down the river, where we can think about all the many legends that exist surrounding rivers all around the world. Beautiful tales in France of the Mélusine, a water spirit discovered by a passing nobleman, often said to be part human, part fish. She married this man, and their descendants for centuries later claimed their heritage, their ancestry from such a spirit. Imagine what powers could be granted by having a water spirit as an ancestor, which mayhaps is not so alien a concept for all of us, as we are all descended from creatures that lived in the sea. Further tales of the rivers can be found elsewhere. In India, we have tales of the Naga, the snake creatures, the snake spirits, often with multiple heads. Whilst this may seem scary for other people, often these Naga are great creatures of high dignity. Many images of the Buddha show him meditating upon the coiled tail of a snake, of a Naga, who uses its cobra-like head to protect the Buddha from the rain so that he may meditate in peace. It was the Buddha himself who compared our mind to that of a pond or a lake. Much like a pond or a lake, our minds can be cloudy, murky, stagnant. Or they can be hot, smoking, and angry. Or they can be clear and calm. In China, the famous Chinese dragon was not necessarily always associated with fire like in Europe, but could sometimes be a spirit of water, a benign spirit that grants fortune and good luck and blessings to many people. As we flow down the river, let us remember the sanctity of the river. In Hinduism teaches that all rivers are sacred, but especially the Goeje in northern India. Many would compare rivers, or even say that rivers are themselves gods, and to bathe in them, to drink from them, can be a blessing. Throw a stone in a flowing river, and the stone will fall in one place and not move, but the impact on the surface of the water, the ripples, flow down the river as they fade. The river is constantly in motion, always changing. One spot is never the same across a given time. The particles that make up the water and its contents are constantly changing. much like the river, we too change on a constant basis. Our cells, our atoms, all of the matter that makes us, and perhaps more than just the matter, also the experiences, and maybe, should you believe in a soul, constantly changing and evolving, yet always somehow recognizable as the same entity. Eventually the river makes its way to the great sea, the great ocean, like a child returning to its family, to its home. Many individual rivers are now united as one being, connected. But they are no less themselves by losing themselves. Much like a river, we too shall return from where we came from, and we shall all be one, united in the great ocean. Where our ancestors climbed out of onto the surface. Again, Hinduism teaches that in the beginning there was a giant primordial ocean from which all beings came, agreeing with science, or shall we say science agreeing with centuries, millennia old teaching. I will now leave you to meditate on the very nature of water and the ocean and what it means to you and your life. Okay, now that we are back to the present, we can now open our eyes or move around, look away, whatever we wish to do. And thank you very much for joining, and once again, please do like, comment and subscribe. I will really appreciate it very much. And I hope you have a really lovely day and happy Leo season. Bye bye.